All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful Akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of us so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line and your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Hey, Shalom. It's your brother Halak here from the GMS Denver camp, coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, with another lesson. And it just is going to be, I'm going to go into an article I might start a series pertaining to this, going into different news articles pertaining to World War III, and the stage is being set for World War III, man. You see, you might look at these things, oh, that's always, no, this is all leading up to a bigger conflict. You see? So I'm trying to figure out what I would name this series, but, it's going to be revolving around World War III news. But we're going to start here in Revelation 11 because the article is pretty long. So I'm going to get most of the precepts in the beginning of the video. We're going to read the article, and after the article, we're probably going to bring out a few more precepts and wrap it up. And Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect, and hopefully this lifts your spirit as it lifted my spirit as I read it, because once again, we are watching Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai manifest World War III right before our eyes. You see, even with the small skirmishes, it's all going to lead to a bigger, wider conflict, as we know, according to biblical prophecy. Now, this is Revelation 11 and 14. It says, the second woe is past, World War II is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. What's the third woe? World War III. You see? We're in the beginning stages of it, and it's just going to continue to ramp up as we move forward on this timeline of prophecy. You see, let's get Zephaniah 3 and 8. It says what? Therefore wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shah, until the day that I rise up against the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. And this is what we're witnessing. This is why we see so many skirmishes between the nations. This is why we see the tensions swelling up in the Middle East. You see, this is the Most High rising up to the prey, and this is what we're waiting for. You see, we haven't been told to go ahead and overthrow governments. We've been told to wait upon the Lord, and this is what the remnant is doing. You see, the Most High is gathering the nations for them to fight World War III over there in the Middle East, man. You see? Now, when we get into this article, you're going to see what I'm talking about. And one more, and we'll start the article. One more. Come on. This is Isaiah 13 and 4 says what? The noise of a multitude in the mountains, as of a great people. A tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. Yahweh of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. And this is why, this is why we see all these wars and rumors of wars going on. It's all because it's the Most High working. It's the Most High's will being fulfilled. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai is walking the nations into the greatest war ever fought upon this planet Earth, World War III. You see, it's starting with small skirmishes here, small skirmishes there. Tensions between the nations are rising, but it's all what? It's all Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai fulfilling the word of prophecy, fulfilling his will. He's mustering the host of the battle and causing these nations to be at odds with each other. You see? Now, let's get into the article. Now, this is from End Time Headlines. It says, 1,500 North Korean troops are now training in Russia for deployment in Ukraine. You see? And they pulled this article from Al Jazeera, and when you can go find it in End Time Headlines, and it'll take you to Al Jazeera if you click these red letters. It'll take you to the source of the article. You know what? We'll just read through this because I think the actual article is even longer than this. But let's get into it. It reads, North Korea has shipped 1,500 special forces troops to Russia's Far East for training and acclimatizing at local military bases, and will likely be deployed for combat in the war in Ukraine. South Korea's spy agency said on Friday. Do you understand what that means? See, the nations are they're picking sides. You see, all this is leading up to a larger conflict. Just like you got the U.S. supplying Ukraine with all type of military funding. Guess what? Guess what Russia is doing? Russia and their allies are coming together and supporting one another. Do you think that's a coincidence? No, it's not. This is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah working to cause that greater conflict to unfold. It's starting with these small skirmishes, but it's going to continue to increase until it's what? Worldwide. This is what's coming. You see, this is what's happening. Now it goes on to say, South Korea's National Intelligence Service also said it had been working with Ukrainian intelligence service and had used facial recognition artificial intelligence technology to identify North Korean officers in eastern Ukraine's Donetsk region supporting Russian forces firing North Korean missiles. You see that? They're supporting the Russian troops by firing North Korean missiles into the Donetsk region, which belongs to Russia when you really look at it. Shit, the entire Ukraine does as well. But you have the Western Edomites over there encroaching where they shouldn't be encroaching. And that's going to cause a greater conflict to unfold. You see? While they over here spewing propaganda against Vladimir Putin, talking about he's a terrorist, this and the other, this man is doing what any sane leader would do. You're encroaching in on his land, on a sovereign nation, you see, trying to take land that doesn't belong to you and use it to put your missiles and missile defense systems in basically in their front yard. And he's not going for it, as he shouldn't. You see? Now it goes on to say, in more than 13,000 containers, North Korea has shipped artillery rounds, ballistic missiles, and anti-tank rockets to Russia since August last year, the agency said, based on the remnants of weapons recovered from the battlefront in Ukraine. In all, more than 8 million artillery and rocket rounds have been shipped to Russia, it said. You see that? So what are they doing? Giving Russia more ammunition to fight. Now, you have to understand this. If North Korea is doing all this for Russia, what is Russia planning to do in return for North Korea? You see how it works? North Korea is backing Russia, supplying Russia. And you already know they made deals. This is why you've seen Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un for the last few months all buddy-buddy. They've teamed up. And that's a part of the prophecy. We're going to get that as well. Now listen to this. It goes on to say, I might have to go to the actual article. I don't know if it's going to say it in this one, but we shall see. It says, the direct military cooperation between Russia and North Korea that has been reported by foreign media has now been officially confirmed, the spy agency said it in a statement. Earlier, South Korean President Yoon Suk Yeol called an unscheduled security meeting with key intelligence, military, and national security officials to discuss North Korea troops' involvement in Russia's war against Ukraine, Yoon's office said. But the thing is this. Why the fuck are you worried about it when you have the U.S. and their allies supplying Ukraine? You see? It goes on to say, the participants shared the view that the current situation where Russia and North Korea's closer ties have gone beyond the movement of military supplies to actual dispatch of troops is a grave security threat not only to our country, but to the international community, it said. Because what? This is going to cause greater conflict. That's all that's coming. This shit is not going to slow down. It's not going to stop. You see? It says what? Yoon's office said South Korea Officer said South Korea, together with its allies, has been closely tracking North Korea's troop dispatch to Russia from the initial stages. South Korea will respond to the North's activities with all available means, it added, without elaborating on what actions it might take. South Korea, which has emerged as a major global arms exporter selling fighter jets, mechanized howitzers, and missiles, has come under pressure from some Western allies, including Washington, to help arm Ukraine with lethal weapons, but has stopped short of openly doing so. You know why? Do you know why? Because they know as soon as they step in to side with the West, Russia is going to supply North Korea with nuclear weapons. Guaranteed. You see? Oh, matter of fact, it goes on to say, it says what? Roman Pacheco Pardo of King's College in London said despite the gravity of the development, it may not be heavy enough to shift Seoul's position. Because they understand the gravity of it. They understand that as soon as they side with the U.S. and the Western and their Western allies, it's on. It goes on to say, when it comes to South Korea, I think that that its red line is Russia, providing support to North Korea that allows Pyongyang to substantially improve its nuclear and missile program, not North Korea's support for Russia. You see? Vessels belonging, so that's what it's going to be. When they go, if damn it, yeah, when it comes to South Korea stepping in inside of the U.S. and NATO, they already know. Once that happens, the ties between Russia and North Korea are going to get even tighter, and Russia is going to supply North Korea with anything that it wants. You see? Now it goes on to say, matter of fact, let's go back to this. It says, well, when it comes to South Korea, I think that its red line is Russia. Russia providing support to North Korea that allows Pyongyang to substantially improve its nuclear and missile program. That's what they're afraid of. That's why they haven't stepped in to provide support to Ukraine. You see? But this is not coincidence. This is all prophecy, man. It goes on to say, not North Korea's support for Russia. Vessels belonging to Russia's Pacific Fleet were detected moving about 1,500 North Korean Special Forces troops to Vladivostok from October 8th to 13th, and are expected to resume the shipment of troops soon, the NIS said. The troops have been supplied with Russian military uniforms and weapons, as well as fake identification documents for when they are deployed for combat, the NIS said. The agency said it used facial recognition AI to identify with a high degree of accuracy technical military officers from the North Korean military in Russian-occupied regions of Ukraine, where they are supporting Russia's missile offensive and helping with technical glitches. Ukraine's President Vladimir Zelensky accused North Korea on Thursday of deploying officers alongside Russia and preparing to send 10,000 soldiers to help Moscow's war effort. Although NATO's chief Mark Rutte said there was no evidence of Pyongyang's, I don't know if I'm even saying that right, Pyong, or is it Pyongyang, whatever, goddamn goose. It says what? Presence at this stage, since their leaders summoned in Russia in the Russia Far East last year, North Korea and Russia have dramatically upgraded their military ties, and they met again in June to sign a comprehensive strategic partnership that includes a military defense pact. You see, this is why we've been seeing North Korea and Russia so buddy-buddy. You see, let's show you this. What is this going to? Let's show you. Let's look this up. It says what? A mutual defense pact is what? Defense pact, treaty or military alliance to defend each other if attacked by a third party. Think that's coincidence? No. And you're going to see more and more of the nations start to do this, especially those who have sided with Russia. Watch. You're going to start to see more of these nations supply Russia or what Russia supply them. And this is all led out in prophecy. That's why this is happening, because what? It all leads to World War III. There it is. That's the title. It all leads to World War III. It might be the title, working title. But you see, and guess what? You're gonna watch and see Russia come into more of these defense pacts with more of their allies. You see? Now it goes on to say Russia and North Korea both deny they have engaged in arms transfers. The Kremlin has also dismissed South Korean assertions that North Korea may have sent some military personnel to help Russia against Ukraine. That because they ain't none of your business. That's the art of war. You never let your enemies know exactly what you have or exactly what you're doing. You always keep them in the dark. You see? You never reveal your true intent or what you have stashed or stored to your enemy. That's a part of the art of war. It ain't none of your damn business what I'm doing in my country. Mind your business. You see? And if I am making weapons deals with North Korea, why does that matter to you? When all of you nations outside of us are doing the same thing. America's making weapons deals with Ukraine, so why is your business what I'm doing? You see? That's basically what Vladimir Putin is saying. It ain't none of your business what we're doing over here. You see? And if we were doing something, we wouldn't tell your ass. And this is exciting to see, man. So he goes on to say, it says what? North Korea has 1.28 million active duty troops, according to South Korea's latest data, and has stepped up its development of a series of ballistic missiles and nuclear arsenal, fueling regional tension and drawing international sanctions. You see that? And I think that was it on this article, because like I said, you can go here and you can see the full article, because it's pretty long. Or was it the whole thing here? Oh, matter of fact, it's just one more paragraph. It says what? Deploying troops to Russia, if confirmed, would be its first major involvement in a war since 1950-53, Korean War. North Korea reportedly sent a much smaller contingent to the Vietnam War, to the civil conflict in Syria. So there it is. You see? And why is this happening? Because the Most High is bringing prophecy to pass. That's what it's all about. And it all leads up to that greater conflict, which is what? World War III. Well, shit, this you can say that these are the beginning stages of it. And it just intensifies as we move forward, right? That's what it is. So this is Ezekiel 38, and we'll start at verse 1. It says prophecy about Gog and the future invasion of Israel. Verse 1, it says, and the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. Now this is prophecy against Russia. Now listen. And say, thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. Now why is the Most High against Russia? Because they're Edomites as well. The Most High is not for any Edomite in any type of capacity. He's just using them to fulfill his will. You see that? That's why he's against them. Verse 4 says what? And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. And that's what's happening. He's putting Russia in that war, that spirit of war, that USSR spirit. This is why they've been constantly not even creating no new technology, just upgrading what they have. Like all those jets or whatever, they were refurbishing it, putting more advanced technology in it. Well, let me say it like this. They have invented that hypersonic glide vehicle, you see, turning their ICBMs to hypersonic ICBMs, a technology that the West doesn't have. Why is that happening? Because it's the spirit of the Lord. He's about to use Russia to spearhead the destruction of America and the land of Israel in the height of World War III. That's what all this leads to. Now we see the Most High moving these superpowers, you see, and having their allies join unto them. Just watch. Keep watching. That's what we're here to do. We got to keep watching. Now he says, well, he's going to put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. You see this? This is what? The Most High telling Russia that he's about to get them ready. He's getting them prepared for war. It goes on to say, so it goes into the allies, Persia, which is what? Iran, a chief ally of Russia. So that's why this whole situation with the state of Israel and Iran, Israel talking about what? Firing rockets directly into Iran. That's going to cause some more shit. You see? And that's going to further pull Russia and America deeper into this thing, man. It says Ethiopia and Libya, which are what? Hamites. And we seen a couple years ago, you have Vladimir Putin fly out 50 presidents from 50 different countries in Africa. He flew them to what? Russia. And they had a summit. They had a conference. They were making all type of weapons deals, so forth and so on. You see that? Did that happen by coincidence? No. That was biblical prophecy happening. So when the time comes and it's time for Russia to rely on their allies and call on their allies, man, they're going to be right there to do exactly what the Most High said they would do according to prophecy. Because World War III is coming, man. Shit is here. We're just going to sit back and watch it intensify as the days go on. Ezekiel 38:5, it says what? Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Prepare for war, man. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar of the north quarters. This goes into Turkey. You see? Right now, Turkey is a part of NATO, but guess what's going to happen? They're going to turn their back and join sides with Russia. And we already see that being played out, because what is Turkey doing? They're condemning the state of Israel for the mass murder of those Palestinians, man. Erdogan, or however you say his damn name, he's calling that madness out, what the state of Israel is doing. While you have the rest of NATO supporting what the state of Israel is doing. You have the EU supporting what the state of Israel is doing. So when the time comes, you're going to see Turkey side with Russia. And let's not forget that America did fuck Turkey over when it came to the F-35. You see? Turkey spent a few $1 billion to get the F-35 fighter jet from America. But as Esau does, he reneged on the deal and didn't give Turkey their money back. So it's been tensions between Turkey and Russia ever since that. Not Turkey and Russia, Turkey and America ever since that point, and that relationship has just gone downhill from there. And now you have this shit going on with the state of Israel, which is what worsened the relationship. Why? Is because the Most High is having it play out where Turkey is going to switch sides and team up with Russia. Ezekiel 38:6, Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. No China gonna be in there. You see? Time will tell what's gonna happen with with South Korea and Japan if they still gonna ride with America. But we already know, the Most High is about to have the entire world turned upon America and the state of Israel, man. You see? But we're just going to continue to sit back and watch this thing play out, all according to prophecy, man. Verse 7 says what? Be thou prepared, and prepare thyself, and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. And that's what South Korea is afraid of. This is why they haven't stepped in to aid Ukraine as the West is urging them to do, because they know and understand that once they do, Russia is going to strengthen North Korea's nuclear program. And that's something South Korea does not want. But that shows you Russia is being a guard unto Russia is being a guard unto their allies. We've already witnessed that. The weapons deals with the African presidents. We see Russia supplying different nations with fighter jets and what's the other shit? Navy destroyers, the S-400 weapon the S-400 military missile defense systems. They just passing these shits out like it's candy. You see, that's what prophecy being fulfilled, and we're gonna see it happen on an even greater level as we move forward in time, man. As we move forward on this biblical timeline. So this is what it is. You see, this is what it is, man. According to what's being written, according to what the Most High has laid out to play out. Now we keep up with these articles, keep up with these different events, and keep bringing it out to show you. Look what's manifesting, man. World War III is manifest. That might be the title. World War III is manifesting. Something, man. I got to figure out something, but the spirit will come to me, and I get it right. But yeah, man, I just wanted to bring that out real quick as an update. Meant to bring it out a few days ago, but you know how shit is in Babylon, man. Start getting pulled all the different directions. But it finally came out through the spirit. But this is what it is, man. You see, World War III is manifesting. Thus saith the Bible, thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. So with that, I'm going to end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushua. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful Akim out there pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua has created us to do. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Abba.